Hello YouTube, this is 4Leaf, and today I will be talking about something that I find to be very interesting. Lucid dreaming. What is lucid dreaming? Well, lucid dreaming is when you know that you are dreaming while you are in a dream. So you are conscious and aware that you are dreaming while you are in the dream. It is a pretty weird experience, and I've had some interesting moments with it, and I would like to share them today. Now, lucid dreaming has been experienced all over the world for many centuries. I don't know when the first time it was documented, except I do know that many people have experienced it, and I myself have experienced it, so it is very real. The first time I ever heard about lucid dreaming, I thought it sounded interesting, except I thought that I would never be able to do it myself. One night, I was asleep, and then I woke up out of my sleep, and I got up to go do something. Then when I came back and went back to sleep, I had a lucid dream. I performed a technique called wake back to bed. There are many techniques for lucid dreaming. Wake back to bed is one of the most common, and I did it by accident. In this first lucid dream that I had, it was just a normal dream. It started off, I was in a classroom, I remember, and I remember there was something weird with the walls, and I looked at the walls, and for some reason, I knew I was dreaming, and I said it out loud. I said, I am in a dream. And as soon as I said this, something weird happened. A weird transition. I don't really know how to explain it, except like the dream became more vivid and real feeling. I can't really explain what happened whenever I said I was dreaming, except I remember that I was suddenly aware that I was in a dream. I was looking around. The environment seemed hyper realistic. Seemed like everything was just like right now, like in real life. And I remember looking at the floor. The floor was very realistic. Now, I had heard of lucid dreaming before, and I have heard that you could control the dream. So I tried to control the dream. I don't really know what I was trying to do, except I thought that you had to like focus really hard. So I kept focusing as hard as I could. And then the dream started to like break apart, started to fall apart all around me. It was really weird. Then I woke up because of it. And I just laid there in my bed like this, looking at the ceiling for about an hour, thinking about what I had just experienced. Now, that might sound weird, except if you've experienced lucid dreaming before, you know the first time is, you could find it to be really interesting. I was aware that I was asleep in my bed, except, like, it was so real, I thought that I could have been momentarily, like, teleported somewhere else in real life. It was that realistic. Almost couldn't believe it. Now I will talk about some of the techniques that you could use to become lucid. So, to start off, what is lucid? Lucid means being aware that you are in a dream or something like that. I don't know the specific definition. So we need to become lucid, aware in our dreams. And that could be a difficult task, except it can be done. You need to be able to separate the real world from the dream world. And while you are in a dream, the dream can feel as real or even realer than real life. Even though that doesn't make sense, it can. You have all your senses. You have sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. I have experienced all 5 of my senses before in a lucid dream, so it can be very realistic and hard to tell from the real world. The first technique is wake back to bed. You have to go to sleep for a specific amount of time and then wake up after that amount of time and go back to sleep. And it helps to think about lucid dreaming while you're going back to sleep. The second technique is mild, or MILD, Mnemonic-Induced Lucid Dreaming. I hope I said that first word right. And this is where you repeat a phrase in your mind while you are falling asleep, such as, I will be lucid in my next dream. I will become lucid in my next dream. I will know that I am dreaming in my next dream. You just repeat a phrase to yourself about lucid dreaming so that it stays in your mind while you are falling asleep. The third technique is FILD, F-I-L-D, the Finger-Induced Lucid Dream. Now, I have not tried this technique, except I've heard that you are supposed to move your fingers very lightly, like you are playing a piano. And this movement is supposed to carry over into your dream, and then you will know that you are dreaming. The last technique that I'll talk about to you today is WILD, Wake-Induced Lucid Dreaming. Now, I believe that this is one of the hardest techniques. I have not done it myself. I have tried, and I've gotten close, I would think. Yet I'm not sure because I've never successfully completed. This technique is where you fall asleep while remaining awake. You fall asleep while remaining conscious. And to do that, you are supposed to focus on something in the world, or something about your body. You're supposed to focus on one specific thing, such as your breathing, a noise, a feeling, something that keeps your mind awake while simultaneously being able to fall asleep. You have to maintain a perfect balance of remaining awake and falling asleep. They say that you will have auditory and visual hallucinations while doing this. I have experienced these. I've experienced these visual and auditory hallucinations while attempting this technique, yet I have never been able to maintain the balance long enough to get into a lucid dream. You start to hear things and see things that aren't really there. It's just your mind playing tricks on you, I guess. You could hear someone calling your name, or you can see images of buildings or trees or something. And it could be really weird. Now that I have talked to you about the techniques to lucid dream, I will talk to you about lucid dream control. This is one of the main reasons why you would want to lucid dream. You can control every single aspect of your dream while you are dreaming. Say you want to fly somewhere, you want to teleport somewhere, you want to become a certain, I don't know, character or something. You want to do anything. You can explore space, you can do whatever your imagination wills. In order to lucid dream control, you must first understand that lucid dreaming is different for every single individual. Every single mind is different. Therefore, every single experience will be different. What I'm saying here is from my personal experience, and yours may be different. There are many ways to dream control. You could try to trick your brain into believing something so that it would be more believable to happen in the dream world. Say, for instance, if you want to summon someone, let's say you want to see a friend of yours. Well, You would look, you would obscure your vision, and then you would look away and look back, obscure your vision to where you want them to be, and then imagine them to be there. So let's say I want them to be over there. I look there, I imagine that they will be there. I look away, keep imagining that same person that I want to be there. Imagine it in all detail that they will be there. I look back and they're there, hopefully. And that is how you can do many things in a lucid dream to trick your mind into believing something is real. Another form of dream control, which most would not call dream control, yet I believe it to be, is simply being in a lucid dream, simply walking around in the environment. That is how it is. That is what dream control is. Simply you performing an action in the dream. Now, it could be as simple as walking, or it can be as complex as flying. I understand you may think that lucid dreaming control has to be something more complex. You have to, I don't know, fly or spawn something or teleport or change things, except the mere action of you performing something is dream control. It is just the level of complexity that is different. For example, let's say you wanted to fly in a lucid dream. Beginning to do dream control, the beginning of dream control is the hardest part. And let's say you've been flying, you succeeded in beginning to fly in the sky. You did something, you grew a pair of wings, you did something to be able to fly. You're flying right now, and you are continuing to fly. It will be easier for you to fly. It would be as simple as walking at that point, because you will develop this habit. The transitions are the hardest part. The third dream control technique that I have for you here is what I personally use. It is where I acknowledge that it is a dream. Whenever I'm in a dream, I say, this is a dream. And therefore, what happens when you're in a lucid dream? You can do anything. This simple acknowledgement of this statement is what allows me to do anything. I say, I am in a dream. This is a dream. And since this is a dream, I can control everything. I am basically the God of this world in this lucid dream. For me, this is very effective. I can do many things after I have said this statement. For you, it might be different. That is what it is all about. You must find what best suits you. This is a journey. Lucid dreaming is a journey. And it is different for every one of us. What I have said here may help you very much. It may be even more effective to you than for me, or vice versa. Okay, I believe I have talked to you enough about lucid dreaming. I will end the video here because if I am going to continue to talk about everything there is to lucid dreaming, this video will go on for hours. I will need more videos on this if you want, of course. I hope you have found what I have said here to be very helpful and interesting. Please, hey, no, not you again. Hey, stop! Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Ah!